Welcome back, Shark Kings. The PlayStation Plus games for March have officially been announced. Let's go take a look. Alright, let's jump right into it. These games will be available to play on March 18th. Let's go through the games first so you get the list right away without having to watch the whole video. So let's see what games they're giving us this month. First we got UFC 5, and then Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. What's up next? What is this? Tsubasa: Rise of New Champions. Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operations Code Fairy Standard Edition. Arcade Paradise. Bang on Balls. Chronicles. Okay, You Suck at Parking. Syberia: The World Before. And for PlayStation Premium, we have Arcade Paradise VR, Armored Core Project Phantasma, Armored Core Master of Arena, and that's it. Wow, what a disappointing month. Considering the games we're gonna lose, wait, I don't know. We have to confirm what games we're gonna lose. If my predictions are correct, this is gonna be a terrible month for us. Aside from Prince of Persia, I am not excited about any of these. Do we even need to talk about them? I'm just gonna read from the PlayStation blog. UFC 5 captures that in more authentic detail than ever before. From next generation graphics upgrades that give animations new life, damage systems that marry the brutality and strategy of the fight, gameplay updates that make the action feel even more fluid and realistic, and much more. Powered by Frostbite Engine's advanced rendering capability. Your favorite fighters now have unparalleled character likeness to complement next level environmental fidelity. That'll make their walk to the octagon feel like a pay-per-view main event. That description was just from the PlayStation blog. Let's see what's next. Okay, this one I'm excited about. Enter a mythological Persia-inspired world in the grip of a corrupting curse. Boasting a striking, stylish new aesthetic, this thrilling action-adventure introduces a brand new prince. As sword-wielding prodigy Sargon, you'll combine acrobatic combat and extraordinary time powers, and super abilities to navigate diverse biomes, filled with time-corrupted enemies and mythological beasts. It's time to write a new legend. I was hoping this was going to be a short game, but it looks like it's going to take at least 17 hours to beat. For completionists, it's 31 hours. Oh no. Okay, this one seems interesting. Based on the globally beloved anime series, Captain Tsubasa, Rise of the New Champions is an arcade soccer game, bringing a refreshing look to the genre with exhilarating action and non-stop over-the-top shots. You can create your own characters with new skills and abilities and build your dream team to play offline or online. And if you want a real taste of the world, 2 story modes are available. Episode Tsubasa lets you experience the events as seen in the anime, and Episode New Hero is a brand new original story just for the game. I haven't seen this show, but I remember like an 80s anime, Japanime show about soccer, so this should be kind of interesting for a soccer game. I'm not much into sports games, but interesting. So Captain Tsubasa, if you just stick to the main story, you should be able to beat it in 12 hours. Okay, I know some of you guys love these games. Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy. Universal Century 0079. Flowers bloom even in the flame of war. In order to break through the deteriorating war situation in the North American continent, the Noisy Fairy, a secret unit under the direct control of Kycilia of the Principality of Zeon and led by Alma, is pushing forward to the one-year war against the Earth Federation forces. Grasp the unshakable bonds between comrades in this epic single-player battle action game. This is another anime game, very popular in Japan, and it is definitely not a short game. The main story, if you just stick to it, is about 18 hours, and for completionists, it'll take up to 33 hours. Arcade Paradise. Interesting. From rags to arcade riches. In the 90s retro arcade and lights management sim combo. This was originally released in 2022. You rebel against your father's wishes and create a games arcade to give the sleepy town of Grindstone something to really get excited about. You take on the role of Ashley and manage the day-to-day task of running the family laundromat. Wash rags, invest the profits, and build your very own arcade paradise. The more arcade cabinets you install, the more players will spend, with over 35 fully playable games to unlock. But remember, you don't have time to just stand around setting the highest scores. Okay, so this one seems like a very interesting story. Aside from the mini games provided by the actual arcades, I think it's like a store sim. Is it a short game? Heck no. It's anywhere from 25 to 43 hours. Bang on Balls, or Bob. A reckless, bouncy hero embarking on a quest of epic adventure and chaos. Bang on Balls, Chronicles is a glorious bouncy 3D platforming and combat game inspired by some of the best games in the genre. Bounce between multiple, slightly inaccurate, historically themed open worlds, each with their own unique mechanics, items, and enemies. It has single player and 2-player split screen, and online co-op up to 4 players. Roll into jam-packed open worlds that let you explore and utterly smash them to pieces in the process. So surprisingly, from the whole list, this game is the one I'm most excited about, because yes, it is a short game. You can beat the main story in just 2.5 hours. If you do all the extras, up to 8 hours. And that's saying a lot of how bad a month it is. Wait until they announce the games that are leaving. It's not even going to be close. Honestly, this looks silly and fun. I'm probably going to play it. All right, prepare to take part in the world's most extreme parking experience in You Suck at Parking, the only game where your driving skills aren't as important as your parallel parking skills. Race against the clock to yank your handbrake in over 270 wild levels with ever-increasing difficulty. Going furiously fast to the designated parking spot will not only ensure you remain extremely cool, calm, and collected, but you'll also unlock new customization options to pimp your ride with. Interesting. Is this a short game? Kind of. Not really. You Suck at Parking can be beat in 8 hours if you stick to the main story, and for completionists, it takes a whole 21 hours. The last one is called Syberia, The World Before. This is again the words of PlayStation Blog. Unravel the intertwined fates of Kate Walker, a New York attorney whose life was turned around by the call to adventure, and Dana Rose, a young and promising pianist in Vaughan whose career is threatened by the shadow of the Second World War. Syberia, The World Before is the culminating point of the late Benoit Sokal's steampunk and wondrous universe. After the first 2 Syberia's game in the early 2000s, now considered point-and-click classics, and the 3rd installment of the series in 2017, Syberia is back in all its glory, with a brand new story that can be played independently with modern graphics. This seems a little bit dated. It seems like it should be a premium game. These are really old games, Syberia 1, 2, and 3, and this is the one we're talking about today, The World Before. Is it a short game? No, it's not a short game. I mean, it's like a mid game, anywhere from 14 hours to 16 hours. Anyway, that concludes the games coming to PS Plus Extra. I hope you're not too disappointed. I was expecting Resident Evil 4 and Jusant, but yeah, this is what we're getting, and we're gonna be losing some huge games. So if you've seen my prediction video, I'm gonna be predicting that Dave the Diver, Doom Eternal, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, they're all gonna be leaving. Maybe even Slay the Spire, Wolfenstein games, and Animal Well. I don't think any of the games provided this month compete with just one of these games. Like, there's so many 80s and 90s plus games in here that are potentially leaving. We'll know by tomorrow. And in exchange, we are getting... Actually, let's go check to see the ratings of what we're getting. That's a good little experiment. All right, first we have UFC 5 with a score of 78 according to Metacritic. But as you've seen from my top 300 PlayStation games, players who play the games don't really agree with the critics. So this is going to be interesting to see what UFC 5 with a score of 78 actually has according to users. Let's click on it, and there we go. Just as predicted, UFC 5 has a score of 3.2 according to users. All right, let's move on to the next game. All right, this is a very hopeful game. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown has a score of 86. This is probably the best one on the list, I would say. And look at that. Users agree. 8.5 user score and an 86 critic score. All right, we have one winner so far. Captain Tsubasa, interesting game. It has a Metacritic score of 69, but users thought it was a bit better than that, with a user score of 7.2. All right, is Code Fairy any better? No, it is not. Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy has a score of 66, and the users thought it was even worse than that, with a 5.4. Oh my god, this month. What about Arcade Paradise? Not good either. Arcade Paradise has a critic score of 73 and a user score of 6.7. What about the Balls one? Let's look up the Balls one. All right, okay, this is what I was hoping. I was hoping the Balls would get the best score. Okay, not too bad. Critics scored it 86, and user scores scored Bang on Balls, or Bob for short, as 7.8. Not bad. So far, this game and Prince of Persia are pretty decent. I'm probably going to play both of those out of the whole list. What about You Suck at Parking? Ooh, a 74. Oh, user scores even thought it was worse. So You Suck at Parking has a 74 with a user score of 5.3. Ouch. Okay, and the last one on the list, I think this is a good franchise. It's very, the stories are good. Syberia. Yeah, see, some of the Syberia games have 80s, so that's good. But what do the users think? Not bad at all. Perfect. Syberia, The World Before has a critic score of 81 and a user score of 8.5. All right, so out of the whole list, we only got 3 winners. But again, comparing to what we're going to lose, it's not really a fair trade. All right, this one I'm most excited about, and let me know what you're disappointed by. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little gaming wrap-up of the games coming to PS Plus Extra this month. We're going to find out soon what games are actually leaving this month, so we can find out how accurate my predictions were. All right, that's it for now. Just a quick video. So until next time, be a friend, and I'll see you again.